5 more weeks before the final assessment. That's ample time. Dan boleh catch up. Mana yang selama ni apa topik yang dah lepas-lepas and you still tak faham, now is the time for you to catch up. Tapi kena buat appointment dengan saya dulu. You can come in group, small group, tak nak ramai-ramai. Dalam at most 5 people, saya boleh entertain, boleh tengok setiap orang punya kerja. Or you can come individually, tak apa. I will make time for you. Okay kelas? Senang, lebih senang sebenarnya bila saya boleh explain face to face rather than online. Cuma I'm not sure whether we are going to meet physically every week because your KF hasn't told me anything yet. Saya rasa masih online kot. Sebab I don't have any jadual. Kalau nak kena jumpa you physically, I need to know which room we are going to meet kan, we are going to use kan for our meeting. So we don't have that. So most probably even though you are back in campus, so dah tengok macam mana rupa Jasin. Okay. Tapi rasanya kita masih buat online. Unless I get new instruction from the KF. Whatever it is, I will let you know. Kelas you yang lain macam mana? Online or physical?
Ada kelas yang fizikal.
Ada kelas yang physical. Okay. Itu kelas part 1 ke part 2, Nizam? Ke?
Saya part 4 madam.
Yelah, kelas part 4 ke? Part 2, part 2 tak ada dalam grup ni, sorry. Part 4, kelas part 4 ke yang fizikal?
Itu pun satu subjek je.
Oh, yang lain online? Maknanya kita masih online lah. Saya rasa kita masih online. Till the end of the semester. Next semester barulah 100% physical. At least that's the plan for now. Okay. Early this morning, I give you back your test. Dah tengok dah? Kelas? Dah tengok dah?
Dah madam.
So, how was it? Are you happy with your marks?
No.
Saya pun kurang happy sebenarnya. Sebab I give you 2 sets to try on, and if you had really worked on those 2 sets, sepatutnya boleh jawab soalan test tu sebab okay, tak susah. I even gave you the answer scheme kan. You tengok, so you nampak macam mana you'll be marked. What are the things that you need to state. Maknanya kalau you need to count the number of days, you need to show the calculation for every month. Benda-benda macam tu kita ambil kira. So bila saya mark, ada yang okay, ada yang careless, ada yang nampak macam tak faham what's going on. Soalan compound interest, guna formula simple interest, that's a major error, major mistake. You salah formula, saya tak boleh bantu. Salah konsep totally. Okay, so ada yang saya dapat tangkap meniru dan memberi tiru, and I have to penalize you for that. Yang memberi tiru, you dah rugi dah. Mungkin niat you baik nak bantu kawan yang tak boleh buat, tetapi matlamat tidak menghalalkan cara. Serupa macam rasuah lah. Menerima, memberi rasuah, dua-dua kena penalize kan, sepatutnya lah. Setakat ni kita dengar orang yang menerima je kena, memberi tak kena. So in the academic world, dua-dua will be penalized. Saya dah ingatkan, jangan buat. Ada yang tertangkap, mungkin ada yang tak tertangkap. Itu bukan rezeki, sebab you kena ingat setiap perbuatan kita ada balasan. Baik perbuatan baik atau perbuatan buruk, ada balasannya. Cuma bila Allah nak balas, tak tahu. Dan how, kita tak tahu. So, be truthful. Kena jujur. Orang kata pembaris pun pembaris lah. Janji you know you are doing the right thing. Jangan ada bengkok-bengkok tu. Okay kelas, you kena dari sekarang, you masih lagi in your late teens, masih lagi boleh dibentuk, dilentur. Bukan lagi adult yang kalau dia nak berubah itu bila dia dapat hidayah lah, diri dia sendiri nak berubah. But now you masih lagi, saya sebagai ibu, pangkat ibu pada you, saya masih boleh nasihatkan you to do the right thing so that you become a better human being. Itu yang kita nak kan. We want to do good in this life so that we get Allah's blessing, so that we become good, we get a good life in the hereafter. Itu je pokok pangkalnya. So, to do good in this life, do the right thing. Jangan bengkok-bengkok. Meniru dan memberi tiru tu tak betul. So, you jangan marah saya kalau saya tolak markah lah. Saya cuma buat apa yang sepatutnya. And that is to deter you guys from repeating the same thing, especially in your final exam, final assessment. Masa tu you tak dapat balik. You punya paper tu you tak nampak apa yang you buat. You tak tahu pun apa markah yang you dapat. You cuma dapat grade je. Kan? So itulah. Betulkan yang biasa, biasakan yang betul dari sekarang. Alright? Dan bila belajar, jangan malu kalau tak faham. Kalau you tak faham tapi you tak bertanya, you tunggu sampai hujung, sampai dah test, baru nak menyesal, baru nak bertanya. There's no point in that. Once the evaluation is done, tak ada berpatah balik lagi dah. Apa you dapat, itulah dia. You cuma kena look forward. You kena perform better in the next assessment. Of course lah, you belajar ni nak menuntut ilmu. Bukannya untuk dapat A semata-mata kan. Tapi kalau you buat semua dengan betul, it's not impossible for you to get A or A plus in this course. Saya cuma perlukan you punya participation. Saya nak you bertanya kalau tak faham. Ni ada yang senyap, kalau tak faham, you ambil mudah. So markah you pun tak cantik, grade tak cantik. Biasanya itulah yang terjadi. Saya dah mengajar bertahun-tahun dah, itu yang saya nampak. Orang yang rajin, walaupun dia mungkin lambat pick up, lambat faham, tapi dia rajin bertanya, rajin. Saya nampak effort dia untuk pass. So dia bukan setakat is very important when you're learning something. Atau bukan belajar je lah. Whatever that we do, we need to have the right attitude in life. Okay? Alright, saya tak nak terus membebel, nanti kan makan banyak masa, dah 10:19 dah. Why don't we look at the answer scheme so that you faham kenapa markah you jadi macam tu. Kenapa ada markah saya tolak, dan kin yang saya tak terima langsung. Ada saya buat terima tapi saya tolak markah, ada saya tak terima langsung. Dan kalau saya salah kira markah you, please let me know. Okay? Sama ada terkurang atau terlebih bagi markah, please let me know. Okay, I'm going to share my screen with you. Ni kelas? Nampak tak?
Tak.
Eh? Class, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, doktor.
Gambar doktor freeze.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, doktor.
Boleh dengar doktor.
Hello?
Line
Class?
doktor slow.
Line doktor slow.
Doktor tak dengar aku.
Ah, saya tukar hotspot lah. Sebab ramai dah balik kampus kan. Jadi wifi UiTM dah tak elok. Alright. Okey tak? Okey tak line sekarang? Boleh dengar?
Boleh.
Boleh.
Boleh doktor?
Yang tadi yang tadi tu suara saya. Yang tadi tu.
Dengar juga suara. Tapi
Betul
doktor
tak,
tak
eh?
dengar balik. Ya, muka doktor freeze tadi.
Tapi suara jalan.
Suara jalan.
Okey. So saya beletir tadi, awak dengar lah.
Dengar.
Dengar.
Okey. Alright. Itu nasihat. So saya harap kejadian meniru tu tak berlaku lagi. Okay. Alright, now saya nak share answer scheme yang kita nak tengok. Ke mana you, kalau tak faham apa-apa about the answer scheme or about how I mark your work, please let me know. Okay. Okay, can you see this? Nampak tak?
Yes.
Alright.
Ya doktor.
Okay, now
Ya doktor.
let's look at number one. Alah, saya tak ingat soalan. Sekejap Apakah soalannya? Sekejap, saya kena buka soalan. Asset test. Okay. Okay. The formula sheet is given. Semuanya sekitar formula ni je. So formula lain tu yang sikit-sikit tu you kena figure out lah, itu ikut logik je lah. But the main formula given here. So bila ada orang kata share formula apanya, kan formula dah ada. Alright, now question one. Yuna has invested some amount in a bank that offers 5% simple interest rate per annum. So you know this is about simple interest. If the interest earned and the simple amount after 5 years, careful yeah, 848.75 is the amount of interest and 4348.75 is the accumulated amount after 5 years. So you want to find the amount invested. The amount invested would be the principal. You have interest, you have accumulated amount. So you just use, you find the difference between accumulated amount and interest, and that gives you the value of the principal, which is 3,500 ringgit. Ada orang dia cuba guna formula yang ni. Baik, mana? Oh, formula dekat kita soalan lah. Dia cuba guna formula S equals to P times 1 plus RT. Boleh tak kita guna formula ni kelas? To find P. Boleh tak? Kelas?
Tak. Boleh
Kenapa
tak kalau
tak
ada
boleh?
R?
Sebab kita tak, you are not given R kan?
Ah,
Dia tak ada rate kan? Dia tak ada rate. Betul tak?
betul.
Ya, mana yang tadi? That's the answer scheme question. You're not given the rate. You are given R only. So you cannot use that formula. You can never go far with that formula. Sebab itulah kita cari principle as the difference between amount and interest. Okay, 2 marks. And then in part B you need to find R. Barulah kita boleh guna either S equals to P times 1 plus RT or I equals to PRT. Either one. Tak kisah. Dua-dua formula boleh guna. You will still get the same answer. Okay. Ada orang dia tak tahu pun mana P. Mana S, mana I. Dan saya rasa macam kalau you tak kenal yang mana S, yang mana I, and S obviously will be more than I, amount will be more than interest, itu macam ada masalah besar kat situ. Sebab kebanyakannya when you're dealing with, when you're solving the problems in business math, banyak guna logik juga sebenarnya. Kita bukan bergantung pada formula semata. You kena fikir, ini logik ke tak logik ni? Takkanlah interest besar daripada S kan? Cuma boleh tak nama when you're making investment. So, itulah dia. I equals PRT, you have everything except R, work it out. You get R to be 4.85%. Very straightforward, kebanyakan orang dapat 5 markah penuh. But once you go 5/12, habislah tu pun menandakan you tak peka. That is 5 years, not 5 months. Kalau 5 months, then you go 5/12. So, bila you buat kesilapan macam tu kan, saya nampak you tak buat latihan. You tak cuba untuk fahamkan the subject. Sebab itulah you buat kesilapan-kesilapan yang macam tu, yang tak sepatutnya berlaku. Any question about number 1 class? Saya dah share ni dengan you. So, that should be 4348 ya, bukan 43418. Ni. 4348.75. Ya.
Doktor,
Yes.
Faris nak masuk dia tak boleh, kena accept. Okay.
Sebab dia lewat. Dah. Ada soalan about number 1? Tak ada. Okay, moving on to number 2 then. Medina took a loan of 4,000 ringgit on a certain date. Okay, now cerita pasal loan, tadi investment. Again, it's still on simple interest because it's clearly stated here. The simple interest charge was 4.5%. So that is the simple interest rate. If the amount paid on 28th April 2022 was 40.50 using approximate time and ordinary interest. Dah clearly stated here, you need to use approximate time and ordinary simple interest to find T. Find the term of the loan. Okay, what is that 4,000 ringgit? That would be our principal of the loan. You have P, you have R, you have S, the amount paid on 28 April 2022. So you have S, and that is the maturity date, 28 April. Betul tak? So you kena kira ke belakang. You kena tengok how long is the term of the loan. Betul tak? Okay, so first of all, cari dulu I. dah dapat I, masukkan dalam formula I equals to PRT to find T. And because we are using ordinary simple interest, you need to divide the number of days by 360. Work it out. T is 100 days. You nampak tak cara kita buat how we calculate T? How we calculate T? Tak adalah you perlu tunjukkan apa nilai 4000 times 0.045 kemudian divide by 360. We don't bother to do that. Kita terus saja rearrange so that T becomes the subject. So in this case, it will be 50 times 60 over 4000 times 0.05. Jangan bundarkan apa-apa selagi boleh until you get to the very last answer. And that will give you exactly 100 days. Betul? Okay? Alright. Now, we need to find, kita dah tahu term of loan is 100 days. Next question is the date of the loan. So, kalau you nak cari the date of the loan, kita kena patah ke belakang. Because 28 April is the maturity date. You nak cari date of the loan. So between the date of the loan and the maturity date, it is 100 days. Betul? 100 days. So, cara ditunjukkan dekat sini. You begin with 18 January to 30th January. Ada 12 hari. Kemudian February, March, April. Tapi kalau saya tak mulakan dengan January. Sebab it's easier. You know that the number of days must be 100. Lebih mudah kalau kita mulakan dengan 28 April tu. So in this case, if we begin with 28 April, in the month of April, how many days do we need? Sebab in, sometimes it does that, I don't know why. And again, on the timeline, it will be like that. Your maturity date is 28th April. Ini yang you nak cari. And the term between this and that is 100 days. From here to there. So you nak patah balik ke belakang. That's why I said we begin with April. So for the month of April, you need all 28 days. Betul? Nak patah balik ke belakang ni kan? All 28 days of April you perlukan. You want the total to be 100. So April, belum lagi. March, obviously we need the whole month of March, but we are using approximate time where every month has 30 days. So bukan 31, it should be 30. Ramai guna exact time. Saya tak tahu kenapa you guna exact time, sebab soalan dah kata guna approximate time. Ni kes terlepas pandang ke apa? Belum lagi cukup. So we need February pula. So February pun kenalah 30. Dah cukup ke 100? Belum kan? Kan? Baru ada 88. So that means you need January. How many days of January? How many days of January? Nak genapkan 100 tu? 12 days of January. 12 days of January. But that would be the last 12 days of January. Last 12 days of January. Bukannya awal January tau. Kita mula daripada 30 January tapi kita nak setakat 12 hari je tempoh itu. The last 12 days of January. So for the month of January tu, it will be 30 minus 12 days. So you need 18, the date will be 18th January of 2022. Faham kelas? Faham tak?
Faham.
Ada tak orang tak faham? Sebab ramai sangat salah kat sini. Yang salah guna exact time memang saya tak boleh terima lah. Salah tak baca soalan, tak jawab soalan. But do you understand how to find the number of days now? If you go back in time. Faham? Faham?
Faham.
Okay, yeah. So that is 18th January. Simply give the date 18 January without showing all this. Ni berapa markah ni? 1 markah. Jawapan 1 markah lagi. M1, A1. You don't show the working, you simply give the date. Saya tolak 1 markah. Ada juga orang yang bila tiba pada tarikh atau number of days tu yang dia kena kira bulan demi bulan tu dia tak tunjuk. Dia buat macam tu. Terus saja bagi the answer. We do not accept that. So, okey lah kita tulis macam ni. M1, A1. Tapi lepas tu saya buat macam ni. NEW minus 1. Apa maknanya? NEW. Not explain well. You tak tunjuk working. But because your answer is correct, so still dapat 1 mark. Faham kelas? Faham?
Faham.
Any question? Any question here?
No.
Number 2? No. Okay, number 2. Okay, moving on to number 3. On 3rd January 2020, Mahadi deposited 5,000 ringgit in a savings account that offered 3.75 simple interest, still on simple interest, per annum. So that is R. Find the amount accumulated on 30th April 2020 using exact time and exact interest. Exact time means? What does it mean, exact time, as opposed to approximate time tadi? If approximate time, we assume that every month has 30 days. Exact time?
31, 30 tu.
Exact number of days of every month.
Exact number
Ikut
dia.
kalender. Ya, ikut kalender. Tadi kalau ordinary interest, you assume that 1 year has 360 days. 360. Kalau exact interest pula? Exact interest pula?
365.
Oh,
360.
365. Oh,
360.
it can also be 366. Tak semestinya only 365 tau. When do we consider that a year has 366 days?
Leap year.
Leap year. Is 2020 a leap year?
Yes.
Yes. Pun ramai overlook this fact. Ramai guna 365 rather than 366. Saya tak tahu, you tak perasan ke ataupun tak tahu? Nak kelas? Tak perasan ke apa? Kenapa you guna 365 rather than 366? Only you know why you did that. Anyhow, kena cari exact number of days sebab exact time from 3rd January 2020 to 30th April 2020. You're given both dates kan? Yes. So you just count the number of days sajalah. 28, 29, 30, 31. Yang ini ramai betul. Ramai tunjukkan 118 days. Again, kalau you tak tunjuk how you get 118 days, saya tolak markah. Saya dah explain masa saya ajar dulu, masih ada orang buat, saya tak tahu kenapa orang tu buat. Apa yang tak boleh lah. You need to focus, you need to listen well to my explanation supaya you tak hilang markah. And then, you want to find S. Masuk aja dalam formula, semua orang tahu tu, Kat sini you all slack. Bukan you all. Some of you. You go 118 over 365 when it should be 366. Okay. Dah lah hilang markah kat sini, dah hilang jawapan. So dah lah hilang 2 markah. Rugi kan? Betul tak kelas? Rugi kan kat sini kan? Please be more careful. Any question about number 3? Do you have any question? Anyone?
No.
Tolong respond. No. Moving on to number 4. Tak ada number 4. Kita ada part B pula. Part B ni yang soalan beranak. Okay, it's 11 marks. Number 1 ni. Endemic pharmacy received a 100-day note dated 25th January 2022. What is this 100-day note ni? What is that? 100 days ni. What do we call that? 100-day note. Term of note. 25th January 2022 is?
Date of note.
Date of note, yes. The day endemic pharmacy takes hold of the note. Yang supposedly dia kena simpan for 100 days, okay? The simple interest rate for this note was 5% per annum. So, ini adalah interest rate, simple interest rate for the whole 100-day period. Betul? And its maturity value S is 5069.44. Okay, that is S. The note was discounted 30 days before maturity. 30 days before maturity. So 30 days ni apa? What do you call that 30 days?
Discount term.
Discount term, yep. At a discount rate, D, small d, of 3.8% per annum. You kena boleh identify semua maklumat yang diberi dalam soalan dan masukkan dalam timeline supaya senang nak nampak. You want to find the date of discount. Dekat mana date of discount ni? Discount date. Kat mana? Kat mana? Macam mana nak cari date of discount?
Surat date of note minus date of discount. Terms, sorry.
Date of note minus discount date.
Ya.
Nak dapat apa tu?
Sorry.
You nak cari discount date?
Term of note minus term of
Yeah.
discount.
Ya.
Dapat 70 kan? Daripada date of note pergi 70 hari untuk dapat date of discount.
Betul. Yes, yes. Sebab 30 days before the maturity date, dia jual note tu. 30 days before. Maknanya note tu disimpan selama 70 days. Endemic pharmacy tu disimpan the note for for 70 days rather than 100 days. Okay. So you have the date of note. Campurkan je lah 70 hari lagi to get the discount date. 70 hari, bukan 30 hari. Ramai buat 30 hari, dah lah salah. So sebab tu saya kata it's very useful kalau you guna timeline, you nampak what's going on. There you go. 100 days minus 30 days, get 70 days. So you kira lah, beginning 25th January, you kena tunjuk month by month macam yang saya dah ajar for a total of 70 days. Kita fixkan, and that means the discount date is 5th April 2022. Ramai salah dekat sini. Faham tak sekarang? Faham tak? Faham tak kenapa bukan 30 days but 70 days? Faham?
Faham.
Part B, you want to find the face value of the note, meaning you want to find
Faham.
P. Masuk je dalam formula S equals to P or T. Okay, careful ya. We are given S and T would be 100 over 360. 100 tahu sebab kita gunakan, kan kita gunakan R, the simple interest rate, and the simple interest rate is for the whole period of the note, maknanya the term of the note, which is 100 days. But days, tapi untuk promissory note, kalau number of days, we divide by 360. Kita guna banker's rule. So that's why 100 over 360, bukan 70, bukan 30. Sebab tu saya kata, kalau you banyak buat latihan, you takkan keliru dekat sini. You nampak, you tahu apa nak buat. Kurang latihan, you teragak-agak, you salah buat. Dah lah rugi, tak ada markah. So P is 5,000 ringgit. Part C, you need to find the proceeds. Jangan salah masuk nilai. That formula straightforward. Now, to find the proceeds, you need to use the discount term. T itu is the discount term and the discount rate. So, they come together kan. Let's say discount rate 0.038 or 3.8%. T ni would be the discount term, which is the date between the discount date and the maturity date yang belah kanan tu, yang separuh kedua tu. So that is 30. The note was discounted 30 days before maturity, so 30 over 360. And proceeds is 5053.39. Nampak tak cara kita tunjuk calculation? Tunjuk mana yang penting, apa S, apa D, apa T. Tak perlu tunjuk dia punya pengiraan tu. Macam katalah, maksud saya you pergi kira 0.038 times 30 over 360. Lepas tu you kira. Atau you buat 1 minus that number. Lepas tu you tulis. We don't bother doing that. We don't see that. We don't want to see that. We just want to see apa S, apa D, apa T, and the final answer. Faham kelas? Faham tak? Sebab tu you punya point kat belakang tu lari tau. Kalau you kira sikit, lepas tu you bundarkan. Kemudian baru you darab dengan 5069.44. Sebab tu dia lari jauh. Let the calculator do the work for you. You just tuliskan apa nilai-nilai. Sebab kita bagi you markah kalau you masukkan nilai S betul, D betul, T yang betul. See? 1 mark for S and D, correct S and D, and another mark for correct T. That's how we give you marks. Kita tak nak tengok how you work it out. Kira sikit tulis, tu saya tak nak tengok pun. Okay, kelas ya? Faham ya maksud saya? Alright, so that's 1C. 1D, you want to find a simple interest rate equivalent to the discount rate. Find the interest rate equivalent to the given discount rate. Masuk formula sahaja. Ada formula given tak? Ini, ada tak? Tak ada kan? Tak ada. Tapi buku ada. And this is an open book. So you're lucky boleh refer buku. Cari the correct formula. You want to find R given D. So masuk je formula R equals to D over 1 minus DT. And since you gunakan D, the discount rate, so T would be the discount term, which is 30 days tadi. So 30 over 360. Dapatlah 3.81%. Alright? Boleh? Any question about number 1? Any question?
No.
No. Faham ya? Number 2. 4 markah saja. Number 1 11 marks. Number 2 is only 4 marks. Habib needs 2611.72 now. Inilah dia soalan macam ni yang ramai students confused. You tak tahu ini apa? P ke S ke atau proceeds? Kita cuma tahu bila kita baca the next question atau the rest of the question. If the bank charges interest in advance, what does interest in advance mean? Discount rate kan? Saya dah explain dulu kan? Interest in advance is discount rate. Pun dia bagi tahu lagi kat sini. Discount rate. Bukan simple interest rate. Discount rate. D bukan R. 6.5% for 80 days. Find the amount of discount that he was. So you nak discount amount, capital D. Meaning apa yang diberi kat sini adalah S ke proceeds ni?
Proceed.
Kalau ada yang guna discount rate, ini S ke D, proceeds. Proceeds kan? Proceeds. Sebab tu kena pastikan apa yang you buat tu betul. That is the proceeds. You want to find S. Berapa dia patut pinjam so that at 6.5% discount rate, dia boleh dapat 2611.72. Obviously, dia kena pinjam more than that amount sebab bank collect an amount which is called the bank discount amount, D. Dan inilah dia, bank collect RM38.28. Faham? Faham tak?
Faham madam.
Ni kenapa 80 over 360? Kenapa 80 over 360?
Bank rule.
Given the discount term is 80 days kan? Lepas tu promissory note je kita guna bankers rule. Sebab tu you divide by 360. Are you okay with number 2? Boleh now? Faham now? Yang dah silap tu? Yes?
Faham.
Faham tak? Number 3. Remy. Okay, 3 beranak. 7 marks. Remy invested RM7,000 in an investment scheme which offers him at 4.2% interest rate compounded semi-annually. You nampak je compounded semi-annually, terus you tahu ini adalah compound interest. The word compounded, compound interest. Okay, so meaning this is P. 7,000 is a P and that is your K. That 4.2% is K, kan? Interest rate compounded semi-annually. The accumulated amount of the T years was 10,607.5. So that is S. Find T. K. Now, ini ramai boleh buat actually, tapi ada yang tak boleh. Alright, you're given S, you're given P, you can find I, which is 0.042 over 2. You want to find N. Ramai orang dia terus saja buat N sebagai 2 times T. Because your M times T, N equals to M times T, and your M is 2. So N equals to 2T. Boleh. If you do that, I give you 3 marks. Terus. Sebab S and P 1 markah. I 0.042 over 2 or 0.021 dapat another mark. And 2T tu saya bagi lagi 1 markah. And then once you have simplified, you need to apply log on both sides. You get another mark and solve for N. Atau kalau dah terus 2T, Kita tak sentuh pun N, terus saja dapat T, 10 years. Okay. And then to find the interest, let's choose the difference between S and P. 3B ni boleh dapat betul even though 3A salah. Betul tak? They are not related. Tapi rugilah kalau dah hilang 5 markah kat sini kan. Tinggal 2 markah je rugilah. Should be 7 marks. Any question about number 3? Anyone?
Tak ada.
Faham
Ada.
Ini kat sini kan. Dia tulis, disimplify 10607.5 over 7000 menjadi jadi 1.5154. Actually ada bla 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 kat belakang, panjang lagi kat belakang. Tapi dia nak tulis juga. So dia ambil at least 4 decimal places. Ada orang dia ambil semua yang kalkulator bagi. Boleh, tak salah. Tapi jangan ambil 1.51. Jangan ambil setakat 2 decimal places because it will severely affect your final answer. Kena panjangkan sikit sebab you baru separuh jalan. Tapi kalau you tak nak tuliskan nilai dia, you tulis je log. Bracket 10607.5 over 7000. Close bracket and leave it like that. Boleh juga. Lepas tu dah atur apa semua. Let the calculator do the work. You cuma jaga dia punya kurungan aja dengan operator. So that's 3A and 3B. Boleh ya kelas ya? Number 4, final question. 5 years ago, Amira opened an account with a deposit of 9,500 and interest rate of 5% compounded monthly. Again, compound interest. Ni tak ada annuity, so you cuma jaga compound interest. So saya tak faham kenapa ada orang guna formula simple interest. Sedangkan dah sah-sah dalam soalan number 3, number 4 ada the word compounded. So that was 5 years ago. Now she withdraws 5,000 from her account to buy a laptop. Find S 8 years after her first deposit. Guna timeline kalau tak nampak. Very useful to draw the timeline. Tapi kat sini, kalau you draw the timeline, macam mana cerita dia? 5 years ago, katalah 5 years ago saya tak nak letak minus 5. Saya letak 0. So today becomes 5. Boleh kan? Boleh je kita buat macam ni kan? And dia nak cari 8 years from the first deposit. So tambah lagi 3 tahun. 8. Betul tak? So apa S di sini? Bila 5 years after the first, after P, apa PU? 9500. Disimpan for 5 years. Lepas tu dia withdraw 5,000. Minus 5,000. Okay. So, kira setakat sini. Lepas tu tolakkan dengan 5,000. Lepas tu jadikan itu whatever balance that you get as your new principal. Kira for another 3 years. Jalan separuh-separuh. That's why for the first part, it's 9500 times 1 plus 0.05 over 12 to the power of 5 times 12. Because your frequency is 12. Dah dapat jawapan, minus 5,000. Okay. Simpan for another 3 years. So N now would be 12 times 3. And the final answer is 8353.20. Faham ni? Faham tak?
Faham.
Faham tak? Now saya nak tanya, saya nak tanya, boleh tak jalan terus? Boleh tak? Kita treat this as 2 separate investments. So yang ini duit ni disimpan for 8 years. Kemudian dia tolakkan 5,000 ni sekali dengan interest dia juga kat sini. So S would be, katalah ini S1 dan ini S2. It will be S1 minus S2 in this case. Boleh? You boleh tengok dia separately. Sebab dia tolak 5,000 kan. So apa interest yang sepatutnya dapat? Tak boleh terima lah sebab tolakkan dia. Tapi paling mudah nak faham macam ni lah. You jalan separuh-separuh. Cari dulu S1, lepas tu S2. Boleh kelas? Boleh dah?
Boleh.
Yang S1 minus S2 tu you buat sendiri. Saya pernah tunjukkan dulu. Cuma yang itu kalau dia tambah savings dia. Now dia tolak 5,000. So bila you tolak that that principle of 5,000 tu, part of the original principle, dia kena tolak sekali dengan apa interest yang sepatutnya dia dapat. So that's it. That's your test. Susah ke? Susah ke?
Tak.
Senang.
Boleh
Kan?
lah.
Boleh lah.
Boleh lah.
Ada tak yang rasa susah? Ada tak yang rasa susah? Saya ralat tak ada orang dapat 45. Sayang, I think the highest, 40 pun tak ada yang capai. Highest is 39 tak silap. So, sayang sangat. Now, week 10, you kena submit group presentation work. Group work where you have to prepare a video on 2 topics, annuity and the topic which I'm going to do with you shortly. 2 assessment dah lepas, tinggal ini je satu untuk bantu you naikkan markah. So buat sebaik yang mungkin, spend some time working on it. It's a group work. Assign task to each member of the group. Saya kata dalam tu instructionnya 4 people per group maximum. 3 orang pun boleh, kalau tak boleh ada 5, tapi there are 24 of you, nak buat group of 4, maknanya ada 6 group lah, but it's okay juga kalau nak buat groups of 3, tapi dah ada orang, saya nampak dia dah buat 4 orang per group, okay, no problem. Tapi saya nak bukti yang semua 4 orang ni ada contribution dia masing-masing. Macam mana nak tunjuk, apa proofnya, that's up to you. Dan kena ada audio. Saya dah bagi you all the criteria for me to evaluate your video. So you baca betul-betul, apa tak faham boleh tanya saya. Because you want to give your very best in this video. Nak cuba dapat full mark. Okay. Ada soalan about the video? Dah mula buat dah? Dah ada group members? Dah form the groups?
Dah.
Dah.
Dah mula buat?
Dah. Tinggal trade and cash discount je.
Yelah, you belum belajar lagi kan? You buat tu, Faiz, you buat tengok ni tak? Tengok kriteria yang saya bagi tu tak?
Tengok. Cuma yang soalan tu je.
Betul-betul.
Ha.
Okay. Jawab soalan lah kan? Soalan yang diberi kan?
Soalan tu jawab asing ke masukkan sekali dalam slide?
Masuk sekali. Masuk sekali. Dan make it as interesting as possible. Itu depends on your creativity lah. Depends on your creativity. Yang penting saya nak tengok content. Apa yang saya nak evaluate you ada. Dan need to abide by the time limit ya. Jangan terlalu pendek atau terlalu panjang. Alright class? Dan saya tak nak sunyi sepi. Saya nak dengar you punya explanation. Sebab yang you tulis on the slides tu, you boleh copy dari buku, daripada internet, daripada mana-mana lah sumber slide saya ke. But the way you explain, that tells me whether you've really understood the material well. Tu yang saya nak dengar. Faham?
Faham.
Doktor. Dengar, saya nak tanya. Kita kena terangkan soalan-soalan yang doktor bagi dalam GC tu kan?
Terangkan soalan? Kenapa kena terangkan soalan pula? Oh, you nak
Ataupun macam mana?
boleh je. You go directly pada soalan tu. Tapi how you explain, macam you nak mengajar saya lah.
Oh.
How you explain, how you work out the solution, how you solve the problem, tu yang saya nak dengar. Faham? You anggap saya tak tahu apa-apa, jadi you nak ajar saya. Okay? Boleh?
Terus pada soalan tu
Boleh
je lah. Boleh. Tentu.
Sebab you tak banyak masa kan?
Okay.
Masa tak banyak kan? Dan saya lebih kepada, kalau you nak tunjuk dulu contoh lain, lepas tu baru nak jawab soalan, boleh juga. Tapi make sure masih within the given time period. Tak boleh terlebih masa. Saya lebih suka kalau you directly pergi kepada soalan tu. Show me that you really, how you explain the method to solve the problem tu. Itu yang saya lebih tekankan. And of course, macam saya kata tadi, kalau menarik you punya presentation, maknanya ada effort that you put in, naiklah sikit markah you lagi. Jangan explain in Malay, everything must be in English. Okay? Any other question?
No.
Okay, faham Cara you explain tu should come naturally lah. Tak naklah nampak sangat macam takut-takut nak bercakap ataupun baca skrip sangat. Dia kena natural je cara you explain tu. And that can happen if you really understand what you're doing. Okay. Boleh So, masih lagi boleh bertanya sampailah masa untuk you submit the work. Alright. Kita tengok new topic. Saya belum share. Saya lupa nak share. Nanti saya share. I got 112. No, not that one. Alright, trade and cash discounts, your 7th topic. Okay. Alright. Now, you will be taught the difference between trade and cash discounts. And what is a trade discount? What is a cash discount? Okay, trade discount ni dalam bahasa Melayu dia discount, tak silap saya, discount perdagangan. Okay, but we go with trade discount. So what is a trade discount? It is a discount that a wholesaler, okay, retailer, peruncit, dia nak beli barang untuk jual kat kita tu, dia dapat daripada supplier kan, sebab dia beli in bulk. Betul? Dia beli sekali banyak, dia borong. Dia dapat harga borong. So, the supplier or the wholesaler tadi tu boleh tawarkan something that we call a straight discount to the retailer. This is to encourage purchase in bulk. Purchases in bulk. Dia nak suruh retailer beli banyak-banyak. So dia boleh tawarkan trade discount. Cash discount pula ditawarkan untuk cepatkan pembayaran. Dia tak nak orang tu hutang lama-lama. So dia tawarkan pula cash discount. If you pay within a certain time period, you get another 2%. Tadi dia dah bagi trade discount. Now dia dah boleh lagi on top of the trade discount, dia boleh tawarkan lagi cash discount of 2%, 5% if payment is made within a certain period. So itu dia yang kita nak tengok in this chapter. Let's look at trade discount first. There you go. So manufacturers or wholesalers or suppliers normally issue catalogs to retailers. Okay, so ni kaedah mudah lah, ada catalog, so retailer beli barang based on what's offered on the catalog. Okay, and the retail price or the list price of each goods will be stated on the catalog. Okay, harga per unit ke, per dozen ke, tak kisahlah, but that will be the retail price or the list price. Harga runcit in Malay. Right? Now, the retailer buys the goods at a reduction of a certain percentage of the catalog price. So no matter what the list price is, normally a trade discount will be offered on the list price of the goods. And the retailer will of course take advantage of the trade discount offered. Takkan dia dah ada harga diskaun, dia nak bayar juga harga retail price atau list price tadi kan. So itulah dia, kita nak kira the price that should be paid after we take into consideration the trade discount given. Right? The actual cost to the retailer after the trade discount has been subtracted is called the net price. So mula ada list price. List price or retail price, RP or LP. Sometimes kita guna RP, retail price or LP. Tak kisahlah, either one means the price stated on the catalogue. And then trade discount is capital TD, trade discount. So the net price, NP, is the difference between LP or RP dengan trade discount. Does that make sense to you? Mula ada LP, lepas tu you kira lah berapa diskaun boleh dapat kan? So the net price yang dibayar kepada wholesaler tu would be the difference between the list price and the trade discount amount. Faham? Faham kelas? Have I lost you?
Mencuba.
Dengarlah saya punya explanation, dengar ke tak?
Dengar.
Dengar.
Kalau tiba-tiba saya hilang, let me know ya. But I'm using my hotspot, so it should be okay. Do you have any questions so far? Tak ada.
Siapa yang akan dapat net price tu?
Siapa yang akan dapat siapa? Net price.
Ah,
Retailer lah. Wholesaler atau supplier. Supplier jual barang kepada retailer. Sekarang ni ceritanya between supplier dengan retailer. Chapter 8 adalah between retailer dengan kita, customer. Kita customer. Kita beli barang daripada retailer. Okay, katalah Maidin. Maidin would be the retailer. Dia dapat barang daripada supplier atau wholesaler dia, betul? Betul tak? So supplier ni yang issue the catalog to the retailer. Retailer akan bayar the net price after the discount, the trade discount is deducted from the list price or the retail price. Okay? Sekarang ni kita tengok this part aja dulu. Between what happens between a supplier or wholesaler and retailer. Does that answer your question, Mumtaz?
Yes. Lagi satu trade discount ni siapa yang bagi? Wholesaler.
Apa?
Trade discount.
Trade discount. Trade discount siapa bagi? Wholesaler lah bagi. Dia nak bagi retailer tu supaya retailer beli banyak daripada dia.
Okay. Thank you.
Trade discounts apply only to goods purchased. Ni you kena ingat. Goods purchased. So retail price tu je lah. List price. The full amount must be paid for freight. Freight is transportation or shipping, telephone charges, utilities and so on. Yang semua-semua ni kita tak ambil kira. Discounts, trade discounts are given only on the cost of goods sold by the supplier or wholesaler to the retailer. Okay. Now, how do we calculate the net price with the discount method? I give you two methods, tapi sebenarnya dia sama je. Okay, first of all, multiply the discount rate by the list price to get the discount amount. So that would be the discount rate times list price, or LP times rate, trade discount rate. So to get the net price, it will be the difference between LP and TD, macam yang saya bagi tadi lah. Okay, LP minus TD. Kira dulu discount, berapa discount dia boleh dapat. So the net price would be the difference between the list price and the discount amount. Okay, boleh. Katalah LP equals to 5,000. Katalah ya. The trade discount rate, terbalik saya tulis tu, nanti kita ada cash discount juga kan. So we write it like this. Rate for the trade discount equals to katalah 1% of the list price. So how much would that be? 1% of the list price. So how much would the trade discount would be? How much would it be? Kalau you go LP times R. Kira lah. Berapa diskaun boleh dapat? Kalau LP is 5,000. The rate is 1%. What is 1% of 5,000? Kelas, dengar tak saya cakap ni?
Dengar, RM5.
Ya ke RM5? Kalau 1%?
Loh.
Oh, 50. 5,000. Okay, sorry.
50. So trade discount amount is RM50. Dia boleh dapat discount of RM50. Betul? So what would be the NP then? 5,000 minus 50 lah. Betul? Betul? Berapa tu?
4,950.
4950. Yes. Faham kelas? Faham tak?
Ya,
Faham.
Faham.
So, ini cara you cari dulu the discount amount, which is rate times the list price. Okay. Method 2, we want to use the complement method to find the net price. And method 2,
Doktor, boleh tak terang balik kami yang perempuan ada masalah internet baru boleh dengar tadi. Daripada mula kami tak
Oh,
dengar internet. So kita orang guna satu
tak ada
laptop
internet.
je. Masalah internet. Semua jadi terputus.
Ni all dekat college mana ni?
College B. Tuan Kepala Blok B. Aras 5.
Mana blok?
Aras 4.
Ada
Salah. Satu
dalam
laptop
bilik
je
lah
kami.
ni. Semua orang tak boleh. Sepanjang kelas tadi tak dengar.
Dengar yang ni baru boleh dengar.
Sebelum ni tak dengar.
Dengar pasal kita orang terkeluar lepas loading, doktor lag. Maksud dia.
Ada tak siapa yang rekod dari awal sampai akhir dan boleh share dengan dia orang? Ada tak yang buat? Kalau ada tolong share dengan girls. Ada, nanti share dengan the girls, okay? Thank you. Okay, apa soalan you, Ariana? Adriana ke Ariana?
Saya Adriana tapi saya guna laptop Zoom. Saya tak saya tak faham doktor daripada mula tu pasal internet. Daripada mati
Yang slide ni faham?
Slide ni lah tak. Daripada slide yang satu lagi. Kan yang tadi kan ada yang mula-mula slide.
Ni?
Yang ni kami tak faham.
Okay, so saya kena explain dah. Cerita dia sekarang ni, kita nak tahu what happens between a wholesaler and a retailer. Retailer is peruncit or store owner. Okay, so dia nak jual barang, dia kena dapatkan barang from the wholesaler daripada pemborong dia kan? Betul tak? Atau pembekal, supplier, betul? Alright. Boleh dengar tak ni? Senyap.
Boleh.
You all kan kalau ada Celcom, guna Celcom lah, jangan guna internet UiTM. Tak okey. Bila dah ramai-ramai dia tak okey.
Lepas tadi doktor. Celcom lah kami guna.
You guna apa? Still tak okey?
Guna TuneTalk baru elok. Celcom okey.
TuneTalk pula. Oh, okey. Saya kena guna Celcom. Dulu saya guna Digi tak okey. Okay, never mind lah. Kita buat apa yang patut untuk survive. Alright, now. So ceritanya, bila retailer beli barang from the supplier will give a catalogue. And on the catalogue, you can see the goods that they have, that the supplier or wholesaler have, together with the retail price or list price of each goods that are being offered to the retailer. Okay, so itu list price atau retail price. Now, katalah harga barang tu RM5,000. Tak kisahlah barang apa, RM5,000. Tetapi mungkin RM5,000 tu satu unit ataupun sedozen atau 100 units we don't care. Tapi katalah the list price is 5,000 ringgit. Now, itu harga yang listed on the catalog or list price or retail price. But normally the manufacturer or wholesaler or supplier normally would offer something that is called trade discount. Maknanya dia nak bagi diskaun lah kepada retailer tu. And normally is given as a percentage of the list price boleh ataupun something else. Right now katalah dia kata dia nak bagi trade discount of 1% of 5,000 ringgit. Okay. 1% of 5,000 ringgit would be 50 ringgit kan. So maknanya retailer tadi tak payah bayar 5,000 ringgit. Sebab dia dapat diskaun 50 ringgit. So the net price, the price that the retailer pays to the manufacturer or wholesaler or supplier would be the difference between the list price and the trade discount amount, which is 4950. Faham? Faham tak? Cerita dia itu je. Kita nak kira berapa harga potongan yang retailer tu boleh dapat. Please respond. You masih dengan saya ke ataupun tak?
Masih
Faham?
Dengar doktor.
Masih jelas.
Method 2, and this method is more popular because it's faster. It's called the complement method. Also to help us find the net price, harga potongan, after you deduct the trade discount from the list price. Basically itu yang you nak cari, nak cari harga potongan tu lah, the net price tu. But what do we do? Sometimes kan trade discount ni dia bukan bagi dalam bentuk satu rate aja tau. Dia boleh kata the trade discounts offered can be 1%, 5%. Dia boleh bagi 2 atau 3 rates terus. So makin banyak rate, makin banyak boleh dapat potongan lah kan. Okay, so what do? To use this method, we subtract the discount rate from 100% because the discount rate is a percentage, isn't it? So you subtract from 100% to get the complement. So kalau katalah 2%, the complement of 2% would be 100% minus 2%, which is 98%. Isn't it? Okay. Betul tak? Yes.
Betul.
R equals to 2%. If R equals to 2%, so the complement of 2%, complement of that will be 100% minus 2%. So maknanya 98% je lah. Dan method ni yang kita nak guna. There you go. 100% minus trade discount rate gives you the complement rate. And the next step to do is to multiply the complement rate by the list price to get the net price. So the formula to find the net price, ni boleh dapat terus the net price without finding the trade discount amount macam method 1 tadi. That will be the complement rate times the list price. Or LP times 1 minus D. 1 minus R boleh, 1 minus D pun boleh. Okay. So kalau tadi, back to the example that I gave you just now, your list price is 5,000 kan? Your trade discount rate is given as, berapa saya bagi tadi? 1%. 1%, isn't it? Okay. So, Kalau you guna method 1, you kena kira dulu berapa trade discount amount, which is kira dulu 5,000 times 1%, jadi apa? And that would be 50 ringgit, isn't it? Tapi sekarang ni kita tak payah tengok apa trade discount amount. We can directly get the net price. And net price is given by LP times 1 minus R. Okay, trade discount rate. Again, saya tulis terbalik. Allahu Akbar. Terbalik. Sorry, minta maaf. Kita nak R. R subscript TD, trade discount rate. So in this case, it will be 5,000 times 1 minus 1%. What is 1 minus 1%? 100%. One is 100%. Minus 1%, 99% or 0.99, isn't it? Cuba
Yes.
kira dapat tak jawapan yang sama? 4950, cuba kira.
Dapat.
4950. Faham? Faham tak?
Faham.
Mana lebih mudah? Method 1 atau method 2?
Method tu.
Method 2. Kita biasa guna method 2 kalau you ask for the net price. Tapi kalau you want to find the discount amount, you can go with method 1. Any question? Any question? No.
Doktor.
A radio is shown at a catalog list price of $80. Okay, the list price for the radio is $80. Murah benar lah radio ni zaman sekarang, mana ada below 100. The discount sheet indicates a 25% trade discount is to be allowed. Oh, banyak tu, 25% off. What is the net price? Okay, dia cuma tanya net price saja kan? So kita boleh guna method 2 directly if you like. Tapi kalau katalah you nak kira dulu how much the discount price is, boleh guna method 1. So net price is the difference between the list price and the discount amount. The list price is 80 ringgit. The discount amount would be 25% of 80. So find the difference. The discount amount is 20 ringgit, sebab 25% of 80 ringgit. So the net price is 60 ringgit. Boleh? Banyak tu, 20 ringgit off. Boleh?
Boleh.
That is method 1. Method 2, you directly find the net price by using the complement rate. What is the complement of 25%? Complement of 25%? 100% minus 25%?
0.75.
75%. Okay? So that would be 75% of the list price. 80 ringgit tadi. Mesti dapat jawapan yang sama. Cuma it's more direct if you use method 2 rather than method 1. Okay, class? Are you okay?
Okay.
Alright. Any question? Masih memahami, masih cuba. Tak apa, take your time. Nanti saya dah share slide, you boleh tengok balik. And tak ada soalan setakat ni. Next. Sebelum kita tengok ni, saya bagi you soalan lah kan? Kan kalau saya tunjuk semua sekaligus, you makin confused. Buka buku balik. Ada lagi buku semua orang?
Ada.
Okey, saya bagi satu soalan aja untuk you buat. Sebab setakat ni you baru belajar yang tu. Setakat ni saya belum ajar lagi. How do we calculate if you are given more than one rate? Sebab boleh je macam saya kata tadi, trade discount tu dia boleh bagi lebih daripada satu rate. But let's just do this one for now. Okay, cuba buat ni. Bagi lebih faham. Five is 0.85. Which is darab-darabkan je. 200 ni sama ada biarkan kat belakang atau you dudukkan kat depan. Doesn't matter. And work it out. So the price that should be paid is RM122.40. Faham? Faham tak?
Faham.
Okay. Any question? Tak ada. Okay. Buat contoh. Buat soalan. Buat tu dulu. Okay, 4 questions. Right, guys, oh, good. 1, 2, 5. 4 questions. Cuba buat. Oh, masa dah habis. Saya tak perasan masa dah habis. Alright, semua orang ada ke hari ni? Please look around, siapa yang tak ada? Rizwan. Rizwan tak ada. Firdaus tak ada.
Ada.
Ada,
Firdaus,
doktor.
Firdaus ada. Rizwan pun ada. Siapa lagi yang dah leave meeting? Siapa yang tak ada hari ni? Wafi, Zulaika, Rizwan, Razik, Ayu, Mumtaz, Izzat, Harith, Hafiz,
Doktor,
Ya.
kita perempuan guna satu laptop. Kongsi.
Ada doktor, korang ada.
Diorang ada semua. Pasal internet.
So guna satu laptop je?
Ah,
Yang guna apa?
Tak, saya
TikTok?
guna phone.
ada yang guna
Phone.
phone.
Tapi semua ada lah.
Ada.
Okay. Alright, so, semua ada. Okay. Alright, so Kamis bagi saya jawapan boleh?
Boleh, doktor.
Boleh, doktor.
Alright, okay, that's it for today. Thank you. Assalamualaikum. Bye.
Terima kasih doktor.
Waalaikumsalam.
Salam.
Salam.
Terima kasih, doktor. Thank you, doktor.
Terima kasih.
Thank you, doktor.